Welcome back to Planet WordPress. What's the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org? If you're not sure about the difference and confused about which one is right for you, well then you've come to the right place. In this video tutorial, I'll explain each platform, the main difference between the two, and other important factors to consider when choosing between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. We've previously defined WordPress as a free open source content management system that is incredibly easy to use. Essentially, WordPress comes in two different flavors: the fully hosted WordPress.com and its self-hosted counterpart, WordPress.org. Without further ado, let us start by diving into the differences between the two. WordPress.com is a commercial site that allows you to host your website for free. However, while there are some attractive features included, there are also many limitations. WordPress.com operates on the open source WordPress platform co-created by Automatic, the development team behind WordPress. Whether you're starting a blog or building a website, using the hosted version is very simple. All you need to do is go to WordPress.com to sign up, choose your domain name. You'll have to pay a premium if you want something other than a URL ending in WordPress.com. Then select a plan, enter the desired login credentials, and then start designing your site. There's little maintenance required with WordPress.com, since the Automatic staff takes care of updates, backups, and some basic site optimization. The downside to WordPress.com is that you have limited control over your website and will most likely end up paying for features that would have otherwise been free had you self-hosted your website. These upgrades are available for purchase in the store. You might find that some of the paid options are necessary, so the cost can quickly add up. For example, WordPress.com has default ads. However, you can pay an annual fee to have them removed. There are also costs associated with video hosting, uploading audio files, and additional storage space. With WordPress.com, you are also limited in the ability to customize your website. You'll have access to a limited number of pre-selected themes. You can purchase an upgrade that allows you the ability to customize your site. However, you will not have access to install premium third-party themes or plugins. In addition, a free WordPress.com site does not allow you to monetize your website or blog through ads, which may be a critical deciding factor. There is one option to sell ads through your site, but you must apply and be approved by WordPress.com. You'll also have to split revenues 50-50 with the hosting company. Ouch. Finally, and this is a big finally, is that you don't own your WordPress.com website. Otherwise put, if you violate their terms of service agreement, which can happen, they can delete your site. There isn't a strong chance of this happening, but anything is possible. On the other hand, WordPress.org is the self-hosted version of WordPress and allows for greater flexibility and control over your site. The WordPress software is available to everyone for free and can be downloaded from the WordPress.org website. WordPress.org does not host your website on the internet for you. Therefore, you'll need to pay for a separate hosting provider. Getting your site up and running is easy. All you need to do is install WordPress on your web hosting provider's server. Because WordPress is so popular, most hosting providers have simplified this process through a pre-configured one-click install feature that will enable you to install WordPress on your host server in less than 10 minutes. Once installed, you're free to customize your self-hosted WordPress-powered website however you like, which includes two of the best features associated with self-hosting: installing premium custom themes and third-party plugins. With WordPress.org, the number of available themes and customizable features are endless, so you have complete control over the look and feel of your website: colors, layouts, fonts, etc. But the killer feature of WordPress.org has to be the ability to add third-party plugins, which are not available with WordPress.com. Plugins are add-ons that complement the open source platform by extending and expanding the core functionality of WordPress. There are countless third-party plugins at your fingertips. 43,482, according to the WordPress.org plugin directory, but who's counting? There are also third-party plugins available from other sources, so this number is actually much greater. It's safe to say that if you're looking for a certain solution that enhances the functionality of your website, well, there's likely a plugin for that. For example, if you're sick of broken links that mysteriously appear on your site, then just download a plugin that scans your site to make sure there aren't any. On a self-hosted WordPress site, you can decide whether to run ads or not, without having to pay a premium to turn off ads. You can also monetize your site by running ads and have full control over what kind of ads appear on your website. You can even manage your ads by simply installing third-party advertising plugins. Most importantly, you won't have to split revenues with anyone. So if you're like us and want to keep 100% of the revenues you make, self-hosting your website is the best option. Contrary to WordPress.com, you are in the driver's seat should you choose to self-host your website. This means that you own your data. So as long as you're not doing anything illegal, you don't have to worry about your site being shut down because someone decided it violated their terms of service agreement. If you want maximum flexibility and customizable features, or intend on optimizing your website by installing a custom theme or advanced third-party plugins, you'll definitely want to use the self-hosted version of WordPress. Self-hosting WordPress is actually very simple. We walk you through the installation process step by step in our How to Install WordPress video tutorial featured in this series. At this point, you may have already recognized that the self-hosted version of WordPress, or WordPress.org, is the most popular choice as it provides maximum flexibility to create the ideal website you're looking for. Let's quickly go over the underlying factors to consider when deciding which option is best for you. WordPress.com includes a free web hosting with limited storage and a URL ending in WordPress.com. Now it's very easy to set up and doesn't require ongoing maintenance as this is handled for you. However, you're limited in the ability to customize your site, and you'll only have access to a limited number of pre-selected themes and plugins. And lastly, you're limited in options for monetizing your site, and if you do qualify, you must share the revenues with WordPress.com. Alternatively, with WordPress.org, you'll have complete control over your site. Now this does require web hosting, although it's very easy to install on your web hosting server, free of charge. Now it will require some ongoing site maintenance. However, you have unlimited options for customizing your site with access to a countless number of themes and third-party plugins. And lastly, you'll have the freedom to monetize your site by advertising how you want, and you'll be able to keep 100% of what you earn from your site. Of course, we are keen on helping WordPress users maximize their site, so naturally, our pick is WordPress.org. Regardless of which route you choose, our video tutorials help you create, maintain, and optimize your WordPress site. However, to take full advantage of the functions and features presented in this series, we strongly encourage that you self-host your website with WordPress.org. Thanks for watching.